All right, amazing news for you guys. We've got exclusives on Rebellion Pack ads that are going to run in Georgia, and they are a bit devastating, as you'll see. This is what hardball looks like. We're not playing. The first ad's called Idiots. We're going to get to that in a second. At the very end, I'm going to show you an ad not about Georgia, but about Luke Letlow. That's the Republican congressman-elect that died of coronavirus. Rebellion Pack is quite serious, as you'll see. All right, first ad is not going to Republican voters. It is going to Democratic voters to turn out the vote. And you need that. You desperately need it because you need to suppress their vote in legitimate ways, not in the crazy illegal ways that the Republicans do it, but in normal political ways. But Rebellion Pack is willing to do it in ways that the Democratic Party would never do it. But first, you got to get your side to turn out to vote. So here comes the ad called Idiots.
Oh, I see the red jacket. Oh, do you speak Chinese?
This fine gentleman from Georgia will be voting.
English as a second language, I didn't even know what that was. All of those illegal kids because of illegal immigrants. They're illegal.
So will this charming lady.
Care about our history, care about our heritages. Why does communism benefit you?
You know these idiots will be voting.
I do not support a livable wage.
You guessed it, voting.
Q is a patriot.
And she's a Georgia rep who believes in QAnon. These idiots vote. They will have a voice. Will you? Election day is January 5th. Vote early now.
Damn. HelpTheRebellion.com. Every dollar that goes into these ads helps the Democrats get the majority in the Senate. And I don't care that much about Democratic leadership, to say the least. But what I do care about is passing $15 minimum wage, which Democrats will have to pass if they have the majority. Paid Family Leave Act. All, like, these are the bare minimums. But at least they will pass under a Democratic Senate, and they will not pass under a Republican-controlled Senate. So let's get this done. We got to motivate everybody in Georgia on our side to go out and vote. And the theme of that ad is 1,000,000,000% right. Like, the worst of the worst go out to vote on the right-wing side. It's our job to make sure that we all go out to vote, because if we vote more than they do, that's how elections work, but it's about voter turnout. So if we turn out more than they do, then we win. We can win almost every election in states that are anywhere near purple if we just turn out more. So you know those guys are going to turn out. Rebellion Pack is right. We got to turn out. But it's not. But we got to remind people. That's the point of the ads. That's why you got to go to HelpTheRebellion.com and make sure as many people in Georgia see that as possible on our side. Now, I'm going to get to their side in a second. But first of all, what else are folks voting on? Well, literally a $2,000 check. It's the most literal thing that has ever been in politics. They're either going to get a $600 check if they're making under $75,000, or they're going to get a $2,000 check. And the difference is whether the Democrats control the Senate. So there's this short ad that's going out in digital in Georgia as well. Watch.
The only thing stopping you from getting $2,000 of COVID relief are the Republicans. Vote Democrat, early or on January 5th.
HelpTheRebellion.com. Come on, join us. HelpTheRebellion.com. That ad is 100% factual. There's no question about it. You vote for the Republicans and you will not get the check. You vote for the Democrats, and in this rare case, you actually will get the check. You will get it. They're already on the hook. There's no way they can back out of it. And believe me, I'm saying that. If I'm saying that, there is really no way they can back out of it. So that ad is going to Democrats and independents, because people got to know the Republicans don't like you. The Republican politicians will block those checks. They already gave trillions of dollars to multinational corporations and their corporate donors, trillions. And when it comes to you, they refuse to give you more money. But if you vote for Ossoff and Warnock, then you're going to get a $2,000 check. No matter what other policies they have, that's an indisputable fact. So obviously, John Ossoff and Reverend Warnock are the two Democratic candidates that need to win in Georgia. Every dollar helps to get that message out in Georgia so we could win on January 5th. The election's around the corner. Now, here we get to the interesting part. So that's already hard hitting, and that's already things that the Democrats don't normally say. But wait till you get a load of this. So this will go to Republican voters in Georgia. Watch this ad.
Donald Trump said that the Republican Secretary of State in Georgia tried to steal this election for Joe Biden.
The Secretary of State, he's an enemy of the people.
Trump also accused Republican Governor Brian Kemp of being in on it.
This character in Georgia who's a disaster, and the governor's done absolutely nothing. I'm ashamed that I endorsed him.
Why are Georgia Republicans betraying Trump and working with Democrats to commit voter fraud?
Listen, you have a fraudulent system.
What's the point of voting for people who are fixing elections for the other side?
Hugo Chavez, Dominion voting systems, massive influence of communist money with our elections.
If you support Donald Trump, show solidarity.
This is a fraud on the American public.
Don't vote for Georgia Republicans. They're not on your side. Teach them a lesson. You won't vote again until they clean up this mess.
HelpTheRebellion.com. We're not playing. That's hardball. See, in digital media, that ad could go just to Republicans. So if you look at that and go, that crazy person with the Hugo Chavez and the communists and all that stuff. No, Republicans in Georgia look at that and go, oh, she's got a great point. Well, if you think she has a great point, why are you supporting Republicans who are on the other side? So don't vote for Georgia Republicans. I'm just trying to help Republicans out. I'm trying to help conservative voters out. That's the information they need. Loeffler and Perdue are on the wrong side. They're on the wrong side. All the Georgia Republicans, according to Trump, are corrupt. They participated and authorized and certified a fraudulent election according to Donald Trump. So the good Republican voters of Georgia got to know that. We're just trying to help them out. HelpTheRebellion.com, because we play hardball. Now, speaking of which, now, this is not about Georgia. It's Luke Letlow. He died of COVID. He was a Republican congressman-elect. And we feel terrible for him and his family, and that is not, a wink and a nod. No, a person, no matter what their politics, we won't wish them the best. But the reason that we wish them that we fought so hard for them to take the right precautions, and since they are leaders, for them to tell other people to take the right precautions and to prioritize health over money, was because we were looking out for them. But the Luke Letlows of the world didn't agree. They said, don't look out for those people, only look out for business interests. So now, so that more people don't get hurt and more families don't suffer, it's important for you to know the truth. So once again, Rebellion PAC on the job. Let's watch.
Congressman-elect Luke Letlow of Louisiana has died of complications from the coronavirus.
At the end of the day, we've got to make sure our economy gets back open. If we do not open our economy, we're in real danger.
We got to get moving. I got hotel owners up here. We've got business owners. They cannot get their employees back to work because the government is sending them a check.
Because they've scared people to death for no reason.
The number of people we've got on unemployment, 340,000 people in Louisiana. We have tried to get these people back to work. I mean, it's ridiculous.
So, guys, as the ad says, it's a travesty and a tragedy, and we wish it hadn't happened. The reason for the ad is we're trying to break through the bubble of the right wing. They are desperately trying to stop us from helping them, but we're going to try to help them anyway. Look, this guy said it's not a big deal. He said it was that helping business owners was more important. But he's only 41, or he was 41, and then he got it, and unfortunately he passed away, and his family, I'm sure, is suffering so much. Please, if you're a Republican, we're not joking around about this. For once, look at a fellow Republican and what happened to him. It's not a hoax. He actually died. And so don't let that happen to your family. That one is a public service announcement, and it's important that everybody hears it. And if Democrats are going to be too scared generally to say it, well, that's why Rebellion PAC's around. because we got to let people know, in that case, to protect our lives, for Republicans, Independents, and Democrats. And in the first 3 ads, it is so important to win those Georgia races because it controls whether Democrats have the Senate or not. And that determines, for a lot of you, whether not only that you get the $2,000 check, not only incredibly important and popular things like Paid Family Leave Act, but guys, for so many people in this country, the minimum wage is still $7.25. It would literally double the wages of so many people if Ossoff and Warnock win. Millions upon millions of Americans, including people in Georgia. In Georgia, the minimum wage is $5.05. It's absurd. It's preempted by the federal minimum wage at $7.25. So for the voters of Georgia that are making minimum wage, your wages would be doubled. I don't know why Democrats don't say obvious things about their own policies, but that's what Rebellion PAC's about. We're going to fight for those policies. We're going to fight for you. So help us do that. Be the change that we need in this country. And you could do that. And if you participate in this and you help them win, you're the one who brought the higher wages and the direct checks to the American people and to the voters. HelpTheRebellion.com. The link will be down below in the description box. As always, easy to click on it. Let's go do it right now and make the change. Thank you.